Hi, and welcome to my pick a card reading for how do I come into my divine feminine strength. And this reading is for men and women who want to really focus and bring out the sovereignty of the queen that exists within them. So please tune in and pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3. I'll put the timestamps below. And this is a general reading, so if it doesn't feel like it's resonating, you can just click off, trust your instinct. And this is a timeless reading, so you can check this anytime. Okay, and once you've had a chance to tune in, and instinctively, without thinking too much, just pick your cards, and I'll begin with pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, to start off with, we have where you are at the moment. So we have the Shadowscapes Tarot to start with. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay. So where you are at the moment, so generally it's like you're trying to find a sense of balance. You're trying to integrate the different polarities within you, within your life, and find a way to merge them. So you feel, I would say you're feeling predominantly the yang, active energy at the moment. I would say you're maybe quite successful in taking action. It's like you've got everything lined up, but maybe you feel like you have some kind of worries about some finance or some practical situations or some health issues, something that you have a concern about that you desperately want to change, but you maybe you can't feel your full ability to do that. Maybe you're doubting yourself a little bit, and it's like you know where you want to go and what you want to achieve, but there's some like inner demon. There's something inside that's conflicting for you, and so you're looking for this balance, like a new way to be, a new way to do things, which may be why you're looking at this reading is how can I change my approach, change how I'm doing something, because it feels like you're really on your way, but there's something that just wants to like wisp in, that just wants to come in. But I also feel like you have a lot of support, like all these cards, they're resting on something, on the creature, on the branch, and on the stone. It's like you're very well supported by nature, by the earth. You have, I would say, you have a very earthy energy. You're very connected to the land, the earth, to your body, and you're maybe looking up for some more kind of inspiration, something maybe that's less solid. Maybe you're looking for something that's more fluid. So the block that you have, okay, is about starting this new project. So you want to begin something new, and I'm going to draw another card just to clarify this. 3 of Pentacles. This new project could be it could be something. It could be something to do with health. It could be work. Pentacles tend to be about something practical and something material, like the body, like money, like business. It can be relationship, but maybe on a more functional level than on a romantic level. And to clarify this, we have the Magician. So yeah, it's like you really want to create something magical. You want to use all your skills and all your talents to create something. And it's like you're blocked in doing that. You have some kind of, you're missing some elements. And I would say you have a lot of earth element, and I feel like some water would be good. Well, let's see what the the advice is, but I feel like some fluidity and like air and water, I feel are what's missing. So what I mean by that is this ability to flow, this ability to move and to adapt, to change, the ability to listen to intuition, maybe not follow your mind in a concrete plan so much, but to be able to adapt, to change, and to be more flexible. So the advice is acceptance and the trickster card. So let me read acceptance to you. This is advice from the angels. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are, without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You are also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. I accept myself and others. And you've drawn this with the trickster card. So I feel like you have quite a clever mind, that you have quite a bright ability to think and perceive and understand. And maybe this means that you feel like you want to control things and you want things to happen in your way. So this is a predominantly yang energy when you have this very fixed linear approach to something. And a feminine approach is more about maybe making the plan and letting it go and following your flow, following your instinct, following your guidance, and allowing things to change and evolve as they happen. It's about the wave, about the cycle. And in order to really become the magician, you see this infinity sign here, it's allowing this creation in the ether, in the ether, in the energy, and allowing yourself to really sit and feel and observe the process of how you want something to happen. And so the advice, this acceptance, I feel means like a stillness actually. It's like you really want to move and take action, but first you really need to understand the fullness of the situation and what it is that you like. It's seeing the situation very clearly. When you accept something, you have a very clear idea of what it's about. And then with the trickster, it's this very clever ability with the mind. And the trickster can be an ego aspect showing up that wants you to see something differently. The trickster is very playful, it's very creative, and can feel this kind of naughty, I want to say naughty energy. It feels like a naughty energy, but wants you to play with something, like play with your ideas, play with your concept. Maybe there's something more to find within before you move on. So this playful energy is, you know, when someone, like, if someone says something mean to you, something harsh to you, and if you can just brush it off with a joke, if you can just laugh about it, then this is like trickster energy. It's like not allowing anything to seep in and pierce you in that sense, but just to sit back and allow things. And maybe either this is an aspect of yourself or someone else that you're dealing with, and maybe you're dealing with a trickster character, or accepting that this is a part of who you are and actually a strength. So this trickster energy can be judged a lot of the time because it can be seen as being bad or naughty or kind of, so I want to say rebellious. This term rebellious can be really powerful. This can be a real strength. And a lot of history with women and with how women have been perceived over our last few, like, thousands of years even, is as either this nun, like pure woman, or this witch, prostitute, dark woman. And I feel like you're being asked to embrace your darker woman. In fact, as I look at it, I can see this shadow of this woman within this coyote fox creature. And I can see this eye here looking through, and it's like this shadow woman, this wild woman, wants to come out. And it's accepting that there is this wild nature to you, and this free, rebellious, playful, naughty, fun side. And I feel that whatever the project is that you want to begin, whatever it is you want to start, that it needs the wildness, and it needs this playfulness, it needs this other person that's within you to come out. And the outcome, is the Merlin. So we have the Magician again. So this is how you come into your alignment with your ability to use your magic, your power, your creation. The Merlin is about alchemy and about creation from all his knowledge, all his tools, his experience of the material world as well as the spiritual and energy planes. And it's a balance of those things that allows creation to happen. So it's totally possible. I feel like, it's actually quite clear that you can do this quite easily by embracing this playful, naughty trickster woman. And I'm just going to bring this up closer so if you can see it more closely, and you can see her there, hiding in the shadows. She wants to come out. She wants to come and play. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to comment below, that would be great. And I'm going to move on to the next pile. Okay, number 2. Have a quick drink. Okay, number 2. I think this might be backwards. Number 2. I'm still learning how to use this and record. I'm worried this is actually upside down as well. Figure out if I can turn it around. Okay, number 2. Let's see, how can you come into your divine feminine strength? Let's see where you are at the moment. You have the 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and 3 of Wands. Okay, so where you are, first of all, the 6 of Pentacles is about balance. It's about the flow of financial and material resources, and about the creation, the manifestation of something from an idea into reality. It's this, the number 6 is like this tipping point. It's like if you imagine a dial going from 1 to 5, and you go from 5 to 6, it's like over the edge. You've tipped it over the halfway point, and from there it can just flow. So it's like this flow is either about to happen or has just started happening. So there's some kind of flow that is coming to you. You may not even realize, because this guy up here, he's just like playing his instrument, just getting on playing, and this is happening without him even seeing it, and his growth is happening. You can't even see it. You're just so focused on what it is you're working on, you don't even realize what's happening here. And then you have the Two of Swords. So you have some kind of mental confusion, indecision, and it's like things are just like you're just holding on to the balance, but it feels like something might break, and maybe it feels like if you make the wrong decision, something could break. This could be about a relationship situation, because I'm looking at the heart here and also the two swans, and it feels like there's something going on for you where you're feeling like you just want to hide away from this decision, from this situation. You just want to, it's like you want to avoid it, but you can't because they're binding. It's binding your hands, it's filling everything up. And I feel like you may be choosing between some different lovers, or choosing between two different options. You have the heart and you have this flower being presented. It's like these are both here, and it's like almost feels like you could cut them both. It's almost like I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. But this is very beautiful what's coming into you, and there's something internally that is a real struggle for you. And this is echoed by the Two of Wands. It's like this, it's like you know what you want. You do know what you want. Look at this card. It's like you want to leave something behind. Maybe it feels like both of these are something from before, and you're looking to something new. You want something new, and maybe you fear that either of these choices is just going to take you backwards, and you're just going to end up back where you were before. The other possibility I'm feeling with this is that you are offering something and you are scared of being cut. That you've made the choice, that you know what you want to offer, and you're offering something. Maybe someone else is also offering the same person, and it feels like competition. And it feels like you know the power of where you are, you know your strength actually, but you're worried about the other, and you're looking for some hope. You're looking for some light. Let's see what the block comes up as. So we had two cards come out for your block. Okay, the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is quite likely you're looking for this advice and help to help you in a romantic situation where you want this, you're feeling this. You want the intimacy, you want the vulnerability, you want to open yourself, you want to offer something, you want to be like this, looking eye to eye and so close and held and free and wild, but you are feeling completely caged and completely trapped. And of course this is in your mind. There's something in your mind that is trapping you, because actually you're creating something. You're already growing this beautiful, beautiful plant. You're already growing and nurturing this seed. So What is your mind trapped in? What is stopping you? I want to pull another card. And I'm going to pull from this deck here. Please can we clarify this mental block, please, for group number 2. Please can we clarify this mental block? That was my screensaver, just went on. I hope it was still recording. Okay, please clarify the mental block. Go. The deer. Gentleness and diplomacy. Go. So I feel like there's this desire for innocence. There is this desire for this real beautiful, sweet, soft flower and heart. Maybe you doubt that you have that. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling why you are tuning into this reading about the feminine, is maybe you feel like there's something inside you that's wrong. Like there's something inside you that's bad. And maybe you feel like either this is part of your ancestral inheritance from your male side of your family, that something is part of you, or that something has happened to you and you feel like you will be rejected, or that you will be found out, that if you take off this shroud that you will be seen and it will be realized that you are not what you think you are. Maybe you present yourself as being very soft and gentle, but underneath you're not. Or the vice versa, that you want to be this gentle and you feel like you're not presenting as that, but you're presenting as this character. So I think this is 2 options before you. And so you're looking, how can you embody this gentleness for real? So let's look at the advice. We have green, and from the angels we have fun. So I'm going to read fun to you. Your guidance is to take time to enjoy yourself. Relax and find your sense of humour. Treat things lightly. Fun brings lightness of spirit, and the most difficult situation can be eased if you see the funny side of things. So cultivate a sense of the ridiculous. How can you bring play, laughter and fun into your social life, your relationships and your work life? When you have fun, the angels rejoice, for there is nothing they love more than joy, play, humour and laughter. And the affirmation for you is, I lighten up and make everything fun. Okay, so it's playful nature. So being able to laugh at yourself, maybe laugh at your qualities you don't like about yourself, laughing and teasing yourself, or allowing yourself to be teased. And seeing the humour in it, because at the end of the day, we're just human, and what is really here for you, I feel, is very beautiful and light and playful, and it's you finding a way to let go and just drop those swords. Just drop the swords, drop the shroud, and just laugh at the ridiculous of the situation, because this is crazy, right? This is such a beautiful scenario, and this figure's like trying to fight off these beautiful gifts with their swords. What is being offered to you is beautiful and is very loving, and something is growing. Something beautiful is growing, and you're fighting something that you don't need to fight. So I feel like there's actually nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. It's you're tying yourself up in these knots and binding yourself when you have this wonderful situation. And it's about letting go and seeing yourself as just human, and it's okay to, with your emotion. Like I used to get really emotional about things and feel kind of get stroppy or get annoyed if people didn't understand me or I couldn't express myself how I wanted to, and my family or my partner would tease me, and it kind of made me more annoyed in a way. But actually, it's really helpful. It's coming from a really helpful place and a desire to shake those things off. So your other advice is green. So green has lots of symbolism. It can be about using nature, being outside, being outdoors, and using it as a space to free yourself up. So it could be you can find your fun and playful nature by going into nature, maybe going out, walking, climbing, exploring, going to the beach. Maybe as a child you liked collecting shells on the beach, or climbing trees, or running. Anything where you can be playful. I think this is one option for you. Another option is to use nature to refresh your energy. So if you feel very heavy and very stuck in your mind, is going out and using the natural environment can reset you to zero and help you remove the stresses and blocks that are in your system. So even looking out at the sky, breathing, I feel like breathing in the air, breathing in the wind, being in the wind, like being somewhere high on a cliff or on a hill could really help. And also nature is about it's very patient. It takes time. You can't necessarily change these things instantly. You need time to heal and time to grow and let things evolve within you, and to have patience with yourself and compassion with yourself in that process. And of course, the earth is Gaia, is the feminine essence of nurture and growth and birth and life, and represents all these things. So by being in nature, you can connect to your femininity, to your earthy, rooted physicality, and your ability to witness birth and death, decay, growth, new life. We see everything in nature. Everything is reflected back to us. And you can get a lot of wisdom from being out in nature and just observing what's around you. You can get messages to help you evolve and grow. One other meaning of green, which may be relevant for some of you, is jealousy. And I want to bring this up because of this card as well. These two birds and these two swords and these two of wands. Is greenness can be about envy or jealousy. And what I want to say about envy or jealousy is, generally when we have that feeling towards someone, for example, I'm jealous of my husband's work colleague, female work colleague, who they seem to have a good relationship. What tends to be going on in that jealousy is that there's something about her or about their relationship that I feel I am missing in myself or in my life. And so what to do in that situation is really just to observe, what is it? What is it about that person or about that situation that I'm missing? Because that is something that I totally deserve and totally have access to. and is part of me that I'm not living up to. So maybe what that is this playful and fun nature. And maybe you're feeling bogged down in some kind of heaviness, and your inability to play and have fun is sabotaging yourself. And what really is going on is that you are, of course you have that ability, of course you have that playful nature, and to be gentle with yourself and nurturing to yourself and give yourself time, because it may be that you're in a situation where it's not easy to do that. Maybe you're very tired, maybe you're overworked, maybe there's been something going on in your life that has made it difficult for you. And so I feel like you can vocalize this. You can share with your partner that you're aware of this and you want to have fun and you want to lighten up, and maybe ask for help. It's always okay to ask for help and say, I really need to have some fun. I really need to play, and I really want you to help me do that. And maybe that can help transform the situation. And also, that's a lot about being feminine as well, as about voicing the fact that you need something and being open to it, and being honest with what your needs are, because we need to learn to do that, to be receptive. And let's see, the outcome is risk. Okay, so take a chance. Take a chance on saying something, doing something, planning something, taking an adventure, going on an adventure somewhere, going into nature, finding something playful, fun, a way to be, but without putting the pressure on yourself. I feel this gentleness is so important. This is coming back to me in another way, just that you really need to bring in a softness to yourself, because at the moment you're giving yourself all these swords, and that's really harsh energy and cold energy, and you don't deserve that. You deserve to feel softness and love from yourself. So I think nature can help you do that, and being aware of time and patience and compassion, and really giving those to yourself and taking a chance on those, or on some kind of adventure. So that's my reading for you. I hope you feel that resonates, how you can embody your feminine strength more. And if you go on some kind of adventure or playful activity, I would love to hear. So please get in touch or comment below. And thank you for listening. And I'm going to move on to the third group now. Okay, group number 3. Is that backwards? I don't know. Okay, how can you embody your divine feminine strength? Let's have a look at where you are at the moment. 5 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Page of Cups. Okay. So it feels like there's been some big change. It's either about to happen or has just happened. Something out of your control. Some kind of loss, potentially. Some kind of rejection. Some kind of, the reason I'm saying that is the 5 of Cups and the Page of Cups are very much about romance, about love, about relationships, about wanting to connect with another. And the 5 of Cups is, you see she's holding this fish in this bowl. It's like, I've got to let this go. I've got to let this fish free into the water. I can't keep it in this jar. I'm holding on to something, and I just need to set it free. And there's a real difficulty in that. And the Page of Cups, she is offering something. She wants to give her love. She wants to share something. And feel like something is it's something you hold very dearly and you hold very freely, but you're being asked to let go of it right now. Doesn't mean forever, but it means at the moment you need to let go of this idea or this thought or this feeling. You need to surrender it. And you need to surrender yourself and surrender to the movement and the wheel of life and what it wants to bring. Because this is something you can't fight. This is not something you can change through the law of attraction or through manifestation. This is something you need to accept and surrender to and just let go. See what the block is for you. Same, we have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, this one, Eight of Cups, letting go. So you're having trouble letting go. And I mean, this is something we've all been through, right? Something we really have treasured and have maybe put a lot of effort into and have really given our heart fully. And we can feel broken if we're rejected or not heard, or it's just not happening, it's not right. And what I feel is that my personal experience of these situations is that when you let something go, you give yourself space. You need to give yourself some peace. You need to take some solace. You need to find your own self again, because often when we are in this kind of situation, we give everything and we give all our love and we can give our whole self away. And it's time to come back to you and to find you again and connect with who you are and to listen to your wisdom, listen to your strength, listen to it's like this moon energy that you can connect into and receive lots of messages. Because I would, just take some time for yourself, maybe even quiet time from people as well. So, you can say no to some invitations and things and just give yourself that quality alone time just with you to let go, to grieve, to connect with who you are and what you really want, and check that you haven't lost who you are, and feel what your passion is. And with that space, it gives you time to reflect on this situation and on this letting go. You can even do some kind of ritual. Actually, when I see this card, I quite think of ritual, of actually burying something, throwing something into the water, into the sea, burning something symbolic that allows you to energetically process and let go. And when you do that, first of all, you have perspective for yourself and you give yourself that energy and that love and that you bring your strength back. So this reading is about finding your strength. I feel like maybe you've given your strength away, and it's about reclaiming it by taking distance from a situation. And when you have that distance, also you give yourself perspective and you give the other person perspective. And you can see a lot more things that are going on, maybe beneath the surface, because often I feel like there's a whole sea, there's this whole other expanse going on, and you're focused in your cup and in your bowl, and you can't see the full picture, and you need to see the full picture. And when you see that, then you can actually start regaining your strength. And so your advice from the angels is imagination, and from the dream cards is the mask. So with the imagination, I feel like you need to see beyond your little dishes. You need to see the potential and the expanse of the whole world. Doesn't mean that this is not valuable and this is not precious and this is not ever going to exist again. But you need to feel and draw in the strength of the whole universe, of the whole of existence, because you are creating everything, you are manifesting everything, you are creating your world. But Spirit is saying to you, you need to let go of this right now. You need to change the situation because you can't create from where you are. So you need to use your imagination. I'm going to read these cards because they're so beautiful. Thoughts are the building bricks of life, for everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to thoughts and you have imagination. Every castle starts as a castle in the air. This image is then grounded by architects and builders. The angels are asking you are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life you want. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then image your dreams and start the process of creation. I picture positive outcomes for the highest good. So there is this way you can, by expanding your mind and by imagining, you create this higher vibration that you hold yourself in. And I feel like when you're looking down like this, you're bringing your vibration down. And when you expand, let go, look up, and imagine and use your creative potential, then you raise your vibration. And if this situation is meant for you, it will come and meet you in that vibration. But at the moment, it won't. It can't. So you need to really transform and focus on yourself and transform you. And then the mask. So, oh, there you go. There's a few different things the mask can be. This mask can be saying. This is the advice. I feel the advice could either be that you are not seeing, so you're not seeing the full picture of the relationship, person, or situation you're involved with, and that they may have been wearing a mask, and there is something underneath that will be revealed when you take distance, and you will see some kind of depth and some other message, story, or information will come to light once you step back, and also once you use your mind to expand and really feel and realize what you want, then you'll realize there's maybe something missing or something you weren't seeing, or something will be revealed by doing that. And the other meaning, maybe this is just relevant for a few people, is that actually you need to step into using a mask. You need to help yourself by using a mask to help yourself, help you change your energy. So you need to actually really push yourself to come out of the situation, because this situation can end up in a kind of depressive, very low vibration, and you need to almost just cut that and say, okay, I'm just going to go out, I'm going to have fun, I don't feel like it, but I'm going to make myself do it. And for a few of you, I feel this may be useful to help you snap out of this situation, that you need actually the help of the mask. Because when you wear a mask, it takes away your ego. It detaches you from who you are and your story. Like when I was young, I used to go out with my friends, we used to wear wigs. And it would just be just for a night, just going to an ordinary club night or something, but we would wear a wig. And we could be whoever we wanted to be. We could play with our expression, our character, and who we were, and allow ourselves this kind of freedom. And I feel there's some power also in the mask and in this kind of dressing up that could give you some kind of release and escape from this stuck situation. And let's look at your outcome. The hawk. Okay, so the hawk flies very high, has perspective, has the ability to see from a distance, which this distance will give you, this height, this perspective. And then it's omens and messages, and I feel like some information can come through. You will receive either some divinely guided information from your higher self, from your guides, from your internal processing. You'll receive some kind of message. And also you will receive some kind of confirmation that this was the right thing to do. And you will feel that you made the right choice and you're taking the right kind of action. So, thank you for listening. That's wrapping up reading number 3. I hope that helps, and I really feel that, for you, this divine strength, divine feminine strength, is, you already have it. It's about reclaiming it. You are responsible for passing it away, and you reclaiming it through really seeing your potential, who you are, the new opportunities, and seeing beyond the surface. That's how you will regain your strength. So thank you for watching, and I hope that was helpful. And if you have any comments, please comment below. And wishing you peace and love and hope and light and luck in your life. Thank you.